Hey everybody, thanks for tuning back to Otram's video channel. We've got a quick, easy one for you today. We've got an alternator out of a 97 Land Cruiser FZJ80, and this one needs alternator brushes, which is a quick and easy swap. A lot of times on these, when the alternator starts to fail and you get the charge light blinking, it's just the brushes being worn out. And rather than getting a whole new alternator, you can get just a set of Toyota brushes, and it's a super easy swap, especially since we've already got the alternator out to do a head gasket on this one. And it's just a little brush holder assembly that goes in there. So we've got the alternator out, and first thing we're going to do, there's 3 8mm nuts on the back here and 1 Phillips. So we're going to take the Phillips loose first. And we'll set that one off to the side. And then we can crack the 8mm nuts. Take them off. Set them aside. And then on the side here, where your charge wire hooked up, there's a 10mm nut holding this insulator in. So we'll take that nut out and pull the insulator off, set them aside, and then you can wiggle this whole cap off the back. And then our brush holder's right here, and there's just 2 Phillips screws holding it down. And a normal number 2 Phillips works for doing this, but it's a lot easier if you have one of the JIS Japanese Phillips. It just grips the screws better and they're less likely to strip out. And then we can just pull that out. Then once you've got those 2 Phillips out, you can just pull up on the brush holder and wiggle it, and it'll come out. And you can see the brushes are a lot bigger in the new one. These are really worn down. And then the actual commutator bar on this one isn't super worn, so we're going to call that good. So we can just take the new brush holder and stick your finger down in there and just slide the brushes back and gently wiggle it back down in there. We'll just put the, it's basically reverse order. Put the 2 Phillips screws back in here. And a lot of times these will be full of mud, dead stink bugs, just random junk, you want to blow them out. This one's pretty clean, so we're not going to mess with that. Then we can take our cover, line it up with the studs, stick it back on there. And then the insulator, stick it back to the side, and put our nut back in there. Tighten it up. And we can take the little bracket that was held on with 1 stud and 1 screw, drop it back in, put the screw back in it, and then the 3 8mm nuts. Stick them on. And this one, this alternator is out of a 97 Land Cruiser. Pretty much all the alternators I've pulled out of like 80s and 90s Toyotas have been really the same, really similar in how you'd put brushes in them. And a lot of times it's just brushes that they need to get them going again. So it's worth a shot to try to fix them before you buy a new alternator or remand alternator. Anyway, that's changing the brushes in a Toyota alternator. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe below and come back again for more videos. Thanks. Bye.